What up, Ugly Money Nietzsche? And I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard, that ugly money.
That ugly money.
There's life and I'm stress-free. Drippin' drown on my JetSki. Get you pot like a Pepsi.
All right, so we got Ugly Money off the porch with us today, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling today, bro?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored, my brother.
That's what's good, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't you go ahead and introduce who you got on the porch with you back
Oh
there
man, Ugly Money is a movement. You know what I mean? So I had to bring my vice president, Mr. DJ such and such. You know what I mean? China Monai. You know what I'm saying? Our flagship artist, and our newest signee, official Lincol, aka my boy Connor, is in the building. We're gonna be hearing a lot of music from him real soon as well.
Okay, there
Yes,
we
sir.
go. There we have it, man. All right, so let's start with Ugly Money, man. How did this all come about? How long has it been, and was this your vision?
It's crazy. Ugly Money I'm only like 2 years old. I changed my name from a former name. I used to be a rapper. And 2 years ago, I decided to retire from the artist end of things and kind of dedicate my life to like servicing and helping others. And it's weird because you would think that when I try to stop helping myself that, things wouldn't go as well, but it actually went better when I started trying to be as much of service to other people as I possibly could. So Ugly Money, it's been a life of service. And 2 years old, we're 2 years in, man. You know what I'm saying? We're really just getting started. We're infants, but it's growing so quick and so fast. It's remarkable. I wish I would have did it 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So explain the name, Ugly Money. Why Ugly Money?
Ugly Money is everything between your first dollar and your first million. It's the process of success. You know what I'm saying? It's the ups, the downs, the wins, the losses that turn into lessons. I just think there is more to learn from a loss, or more to learn from when you fall down, because you learn lessons. If everybody's always winning, it's just we're winning. But everybody posts their trophies and their rings, but who posts the first practice? You know what I'm saying? And who posts when you get blown out? You know what I mean? Nobody posts about that. And that's Ugly Money, because those things, are what leads to success, what leads to the millions. You got to make $1 before you make $1 million.
Oh yeah.
And so, I just like to focus on that, because that's what I believe breeds success.
Yeah. And talk to us about some of the challenges that come with starting your own brand. Basically, like you said, hitting the reset button, starting all over here.
Yeah, it's a lot, because people don't believe it first. It's just like, oh, what is this guy doing? We're just gonna change his name, and it's new, and so people aren't exactly acceptable to something that's new, brand new, or whatever, and you got to prove yourself. And so those are the first things, saying you got to get people to believe in it. And I just have I'm blessed to have a strong team around me that believed in me and my vision and my crazy vision from the start, where they were all in. And so we just, we hit the ground running. But if they don't believe then, they damn sure believe now. So I ain't tripping. It's that Ugly Money.
Yep. How much did being an artist yourself prepare you to be able to manage and consult other artists?
It was everything for me, because me being an artist, it taught me how an artist feels, how an artist thinks, what makes the artist upset, what the artists don't like, what the artists do. What's important to them, and that's what's helped me is when I manage an artist or I have a client, I try to take them like if it was me sitting on that other side of the chair. Like, what would I want you to do for me if I was coming to you? And we've had a lot of success with China Monai. Just like 7-8 months ago, I think she had 600 followers. She's at 70,000 now, and she's a full-time artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be working some kind of way. But that's really, I got signed in 2014 to Push Management. Shout out Duprano and 8Ball and MJG. I was one of their first signees, and they believed in me. And I just took that information, I took that experience, and I learned, as an artist, and I learned, what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, well, I gotta make sure that the artist gets there on time, or I gotta make sure that my artist, appearance is right, and make sure that the marketing and promotion is all there. So things that I learned from me being an artist, I take to this day, to the point of my old manager used to tell me to never go anywhere without my shades on. I got them motherfuckers on now, so shouts out to them.
Okay. What did you see in China that made you want to sign her and kind of just like mentor and bring her up with you?
Work ethic. I think talent is the second thing, but first thing is work ethic, it's passion, because passion and work ethic is, you're going to do this regardless if I do anything or not. You know, if regardless if I help you or not, the fact that you are passionate about this and you really want this, that makes me know that you're going to work as hard as I'm going to work. And that's what I wanted to be involved in. I don't really want to be involved with anybody that is only going to work when I working. Like, oh, Ugly Money's working, so I get, no. Like, at the end of the day, when you wake up, you want the same goal and the same dream that I want, which is success. And so I saw that early on with her. It's just like she really, really wanted this, and she was willing to work for it and willing to invest in herself, which made me want to invest in her.
Yeah.
Because it's like the fact of the matter, I remember she comes to me, I remember we were recording each other, I was recording her, and I was like, look, you know, I have no problem with helping you out, but you know, we're gonna have to find an investor to, you know, to pay for some of this stuff. And she was like, I'm gonna go look for it. I'm gonna go look. And I literally actively saw this girl trying to facilitate investors to the point where, and this was the reason why I signed her, when she came to me and she was like, look, here's $500. I know it ain't a lot, but this is towards my career. And I just want to let you know that I'm serious. So every time I get paid, I'm gonna give you this $500 to put towards my career. And she did it the first time. I was like, what? You know, I was like, I don't want your money, but okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we'll put it in a bank account and, you know, and put it behind you. And then 2 weeks later, she came with the same 500. And I was like, you know what? Keep your money. I'm going to manage you. I'm going to be an investor. I'm going to put the bag up behind you, and we're going to go out together. Yeah. Because I knew that she was willing to put her own up, which let me know that she believed in herself enough to put up her own bag. So if she's going to put up her own bag, well, shoot, man, let me put my bag with your bag, and we can go up together.
Yeah.
Respect.
That's big for independent artists.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
A lot of them don't understand. Like, you know, it's you get out what you put in. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's interesting to see sometimes artists think that they're going to become millionaires and won't put up $1,000. How you not gonna put up $1,000 if you expect to make $1 million? Like, what dope flip like that? You know what I mean? I'm gonna put $5 in and I'm gonna get $1 million back. Nah, bro, the strongest dope in the world don't flip back like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and anytime I come across the artists, you know, that may be uninformed, I try to educate them as much as possible. But it comes from a genuine place because I've been in that seat before. So, you know, the ones that may not be all the way understanding of the business, you know what I'm saying, and whatever time period that I pass by them, I try to give them as much game as I possibly can because I've been there, you know what I'm saying. I've been the hungry artist that wanted somebody to hear me, that wanted a label to sign me, that wanted, you know, to be up in those bright lights, and a lot of times it's a lot of things behind the scenes that go on that our artists won't know unless they have somebody to tell them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just try to be a beacon of hope and just try to be as much, give as much light to the industry as much as I can when I'm around people.
Yeah. How much fun was it creating and pushing that JetSki record with China and Chanel? Or is it stressful since?
Man, I fell off the damn JetSki, bro. Man, I was in Key West, Florida, man, and I took a vacation. And I remember I took a vacation. I was on the jet ski for the first time in my life. We had just recorded this record. I'm like, I'm about to go get on the jet ski. I'm on the jet ski, bro, and you know, I just get to circling around, and that motherfucker tip over, and it was over with from there. But no, it's been fun. It's been fun because it's a learning experience for both of us. You know what I'm saying? I kind of told China when we first started working, I was like, look, you ain't exactly got a lot going on. I don't exactly got a lot going on. So we're gonna work together, and if I mess it up, you can't get mad at me because we ain't had nothing to lose anyway. And so you know, and we just went to work, and it's working. You know what I'm saying? JetSki just hit 1 million views.
Yeah.
But I remember when we recorded it in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you can't even. I don't think I thought that we were gonna be here when we started, but I'm glad we started. You know what I'm saying? So it's been fun. We've been all over the country. She just wrapped up 2 different tours, and to see people hear it, you know, they listen to it and they sing it word for word. That's like something that I'm like, man, we made this in my house months ago. And now it's just like, yo, we go to these, packed out venues and these people are, talking about getting popped like a Pepsi because, you know what I'm saying, they're hearing the record. And for it to hit 1 million views in less than 3 months when we dropped the video, I'm like, whoa, like
that's major.
For a new artist that's never, really not had no traction and no independently grinding it, like 1 million views. And we actually about to launch our TikTok campaign now, like,
okay.
This only thing is
so
up.
It's going to keep going up there.
Oh yeah, man. I want to go ahead and just, I wanted the same, because I look at people that win. I'm like, okay, you won. So, some people may hate on somebody that's winning. I'm not going to hate. I'm going to try to figure out what you did. So, one of my partners, Carl Crawford, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
He has an artist, Erica Banks. And I'm like, dang, man, that Busted record is going crazy. And I'm like, man, it went bananas on TikTok. And I'm like, we need to get it on the TikTok.
And the song had been out for like 8 months before.
Because I remember her coming to Atlanta. I remember her coming to Atlanta and performing it at ATL Top 20. I was like, oh, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, man, that was the same record that I saw 8 months ago. And now it's this huge thing. So, when I see something that's working, I'm gonna hit you up and like, hey, bro, how you did it? You know what I'm saying? And, we had a brief conversation and, yeah, it's up. It's up. China Monai, JetSki. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
All right, so mentioned you got the new artist.
Yes, sir.
So how'd you discover him, and what is he going to bring to the game?
He walked into my office. Just walked into my office. He DM'd me first and he says, hey, bro, if you're hearing my music, bro, you're going to sign me on the spot. And I'm thinking this kid is full of shit. Quite frankly. He had like 500 followers and 3 posts. I'm like, whatever. Anyway, he books a consultation with me just like any other artist would. He books a consultation with me and he walks into my office and he played about 2 songs and I knew that I wanted to work with him. And then he played a couple more records and then I'm like, oh yeah. And I signed him on the spot.
Oh yeah.
So he kind of put that in the universe and it actually came out like that. From Gadsden, Alabama, talented guy. The thing that I like about him is the fact that he believes in himself and his confidence, and the fact that he backs up what he talks. Because one thing we could talk a lot, we could talk big, but the bars back it up. You know what I'm saying? And the work ethic too. Like, I gave him a task a couple weeks ago, and he's his following's already doubled since we've been working, and we're literally like 2 weeks in.
Oh shit.
And so it's the same formula. Work ethic, and then I look at the talent. And the talent's there and the work ethic's there, so it's on the way is up. So I'm looking forward to working with Lingo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What would you say is one of the biggest mistakes new artists make?
Wow. Oh, man. There's so many of them, but burning bridges, I get that one. Because, you got to understand the industry's small. Mm-hmm. A lot of us people that are in the industry, we know each other or know of each other. And what artists got to understand is we're going to be here. This is my job. This is what I do every day. You know what I'm saying? So I got relationships with people from 10, 15 years ago that I still stand true to today. You know what I'm saying? You might be hot this summer, but next year it might be another dude. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm still going to have that relationship with Tony Neal. I'm still going to have that relationship with Bigger Rankin or whoever else, you know what I'm saying, that I'm dealing with. And so it's such a small knit group that you don't want to piss one of the wrong people off. You know what I'm saying? or do some bad business. And it works our way too. We don't want to do no bad business because the industry's too small. Because what you don't want is you don't want somebody rooting on your downfall because you already got that from regular haters. So you don't want somebody in the industry that just doesn't want to see you win. So, I always tell everybody, man, look, regardless if you can do business with somebody, try to treat them with respect. And that's what I do too. Like, regardless if we can do business this time or long as, if we get the deal done or we don't, like, I'm always going to talk to you with respect. I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to greet you with respect. And I expect the same thing in return. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, I ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody I'm fucking with ain't fucking with you. And there it is. And and if it's that disrespectful, I'm going to make sure I tell everybody that. Nah, but it ain't no blackball thing. But at the same time, it's just like, you get more bees with honey. You know what I'm saying? And that's just an important thing. Like, yo, bro, finesse the game. You ain't gotta come in here disrespecting people and everything like that. We people and human beings like you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get more out of us just by common courtesy and respect.
Real shit right there. Yeah. All right, so the podcast.
Yes, sir.
How do you go from rapper to podcast? Because you kind of did it before some of these other rappers. That seems to be the wave right now. It does. So where did that whole idea come from?
Well, I had done radio before I got signed. I was I was on the radio in Augusta, Georgia. I had the #1 rated show. I never forget. I had the #1 rated show in Augusta, Georgia. It was called Nice Man Radio. And when I initially when I got signed, of course I had to resign from the radio station because the other radio station wouldn't play me because I was on the other station. I was like, well, I want y'all to play my song too. So I had to resign from the radio. So I already had a background in broadcasting. And so, you know, when I got signed, you know, of course I had to resign. So, you know, by the time I retired, you know, I thought about like, you know, what I'm gonna do. I'm like, man, what am I gonna do with myself? You know what I'm saying? I'm not rapping anymore, so what am I gonna do? And funny story, I hit up the old radio station that I used to work with in Augusta. And I'm not gonna say their name. And I asked them, I was like, hey man, you know, I'd love to come back and you know, get my show back or whatever, or work a new show. You know what I mean? My social media following is 10 times bigger, and my presence is 10 times bigger now. You know, I'm pretty sure it'll be a win for everybody. And the powers that be told me straight up, no. And I was like, it took me like 2-3 days to get my energy right from that. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, y'all telling me no? Like, and I'm bigger than the radio station. As far as, you know, relevance, I'm like, my following bigger than y'all's, the whole station. And I was like, why the hell am I trying to go backwards? I already did that. I already had the #1 show in that city. So why would I go back if I already done it? And I think it was God telling me, like, instead of going backwards, go forward. And I was like, I'm gonna do my own show. And so literally me and DJ such and such sat in my living room with 2 iPhones because we didn't have a camera crew then. And we hooked up the studio mics and we just started talking. And at my first episode 0 of the Ugly Money podcast was my boy DJ such and such. And we were just sitting talking about whatever we wanted to talk about. And year, you know, over, you know, less than, you know, a little over a year later, I mean, we're on the biggest YouTube platform in the South. We just got picked up by All Urban Central. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. And to see something that has came from the living room to $1 million platform is amazing. And I would have never thought of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were just talking shit on such. And you know, it's come to the point where we've had you know, just some dope moments in hip hop, you know, some dope interviews. You know, we gave Fujiano his first interview. Yep. And, you know, I pride myself with trying to, you know, getting a lot of these people right before they pop, you know, maybe when people don't, you know who they are. And, you know, just like, hey bro, you know, let's tell your story before, you know, it gets all the way out there. We did the Young Jock, we asked him the question, you know, what do you think about the 42 Doug? Yeah. Before I go broke like Jock, you know what I'm saying? And he gave such a genuine answer. And just to have that conversation with him and really talk about financial literacy, that was dope. Like, just to have that conversation. And, you know, we've had a lot of dope moments, you know what I'm saying? From porn stars talking about having threesomes to Chris Brown and Rihanna, shouts out Mariah Mills, to everything under the sun, you know what I'm saying? So now the platform has been dope. I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me, and it's dope because I get to ask people that I grew up listening to or people that I admire a lot questions that I always wanted to know. Like, where did the bed creaking sound come from Trillville in some cut? And I get to ask him that. And he's like, it's actually not a bed, it's a chair. And I'm like, I would have never knew that. So, you know, it's been a truly rewarding process. And I totally salute that radio station for telling me no, because my bank account thanks you as well too. Thank you so much. I appreciate the no. God bless you guys. Yeah. And I'm still bigger than that damn station. It is. Little flex.
Pop your collar on them.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so talk about the Ugly Money Music Summit that you had, man.
Wow. Ugly Money Music Summit was something that I created because I saw that there was a disconnect between artists and the label. And sometimes the label wasn't getting the talent, the real talent, at their label. It was just all the red tape and all the politics and BS in the industry. Those are the only people that were getting up there. But the real talented artists, or the guys that's really popping in the streets, that's really about what they're doing, they weren't getting the attention of the label because of the fact that they don't know the red tape. They're not playing that game. And so I wanted to create a platform that was based strictly off talent. If you hard, you can go. If you dope, you can go. Not if you got a ton of followers, not if you got a marketing campaign and strategy. No, if you dope, we're gonna send you. And that's what the Ugly Money Music Summit was based off of the fact that I just wanted to give talented people an opportunity to pop their shit. And we started it last year. We did the second one this past March. 6,000 people came, bro. And I'm still in shock. I'm like, where did all these people come from?
They came from all over the country.
3-day event, man. People came from all over, all different countries, states and everything. And we had so many special guests that just fell through, genuinely just coming to show love. Like Miss Deb came through, Bigger Rankin, TJ's, DJs. I mean, you name it, the who's who in the industry was there. Boom came through, Boom Man. It was a really, really dope situation. And I see it growing into something, you know, something big like a South by Southwest in Atlanta, something big like one of those must go to events, you know, every year that you got to stop by, you know. And the fact that COVID hit and, you know, South by was, you know, canceled and A3C wasn't able to work like they usually do. I just took it as an opportunity, like, well, Atlanta, we still here, so we open, so let's turn up. And it has been met with a lot of fanfare, a lot of love and support. And, you know, we look forward to the next one. The next one is September 17th through the 19th.
Okay.
I did 30 labels last time. I'm doing 40 this time. I'm sending somebody to Boosie. I'm sending somebody to Future. I'm signing an artist for I'm giving them a $25,000 advance and signing an artist myself. So we just get bigger and bigger each time. And actually, the last one we did in March, we've already locked in 3 deals from
really?
three
That's
different
major
artists.
right
Boosie
there.
ended up picking up 2 artists. Shouts out Akeem Bilal, another young artist, and YSL ended up picking up Savage Life. So, you know, 3 people have gotten deals just from the Ugly Money Music Summit platform in the past 3 months. So, you know, the next one's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, no, that's dope right
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir.
And you got the compound now, right? You just opened up the studio?
Hey, man, you know, we gotta have a home, man. The king gotta have a castle. Yeah, man, Ugly Money Studios. Actually, by the time this thing hit, it'll be open.
Okay.
4,000 square foot media complex. I wanted to give an artist, like if an artist walks through my door with nothing, he don't got a song, he don't got a beat, he don't got nothing, he ain't even got an Instagram page, to be able for him to walk out of there fully mixed, mastered, photo shoot, marketing, promotions, music video, everything, to walk out there ready to sign. And that's the package that we're going to offer. 4,000 square feet. We got 3 podcasts, 3 podcast walls, 2 recording studios. I'm looking forward to this Louis Vuitton suite that I'm working on. I got the Louis everywhere. Yeah, it's just a fly. Yeah, it's like I got a Louis Vuitton suite and I got a Nipsey room. You know, shouts out, you know, RIP Nipsey. You know, marketing. You got conference rooms, event centers. Like, it's just a one-stop shop for artists to really come and get everything they want to get in the same place, from promotion to marketing to putting your song on all platforms, to distributing it, to promoting it, to getting the interview, to shooting the music video on the site wall, like everything, you know what I'm saying? So to get your pictures right. So we just wanted to give a one-stop shop, and plus we wanted our headquarters, you know what I'm saying, for my Ugly Money team, because I got a big team, but I got a strong team. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, they need a place to come to work, you know what I'm saying? So we can make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Shouts out my team. Shouts out Lex and Keisha and So and Plude, and I can't say them all, they're gonna get mad at me. But yeah, all y'all. Shouts out to y'all. Love y'all.
What's next for Ugly Money, man? How big can we take this? Where else are we trying to take this brand?
I'm totally sold that we can do worldwide domination. When I look at the Ugly Money brand, as far as, you know, not to be redundant, the sky's the limit. I look at Rockefeller, I look at Cash Money, I look at, you know, TDE, I look at QC, I look at, you know, Bad Boy. I look at all those brands and what they've done in the hip hop industry, and I'm like, man, you know, we can be that. We're 2 years old, we're infants now. What happens when we turn teenagers? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm 2 years old. What happens when I turn 5? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, I just see the brand growing at a tremendous rate, and it's going so fast to the fact that I just got to try to keep up, because the phone rings continuously, because of the fact that we have a product that we stand behind. And one of my biggest, you know, like values is just be a man of your word. Like, do what you say you're going to do. If I say I'm going to send an artist to Boosie, I'm going to send you to Boosie. I'm going to put you in my Sprinter, drive you through the gates, and introduce you to Boosie and say, here, boo, listen to his music, he dope as hell. And there's not a lot of people that can do that. Or, you know, and same thing with like Future or Moneybagg Yo. You know, we're actually about to take our artist to Moneybagg Yo next week. And it's just like, you know, we stand behind that. And I tell my team, like, yo, we the Chick-fil-A of this shit. You know, we're gonna give you service with a smile. We're gonna do what we say every time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure that we stand on it. Like if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm a man of my word. I ain't breaking it for nobody. You know, it's nobody that got enough money to make me break my word, because my word is everything I got in this game. And so that's how we do it. So I think that's why the brand has been going up so quick and been so strong so quickly, is because of the fact that the people see like, yo, this shit is real. Like he really took this dude to Gunner. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's something I'm proud of. The fact that, you know, we do what we say we're gonna do every time.
I feel that, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so any shout outs before we wrap it up here today?
Yeah, man, I got a shout out. First I got a shout out, you know what I'm saying, my team, Ugly Money Entertainment. You know, I don't want to say too many names because they're gonna be mad because I'm not gonna miss them all. But y'all know who y'all are. You know, make sure y'all subscribe to the Ugly Money Podcast, uglymoneypodcast.com. You know, I want to shout out my artists, you know, China Monai, Lingo, shouts out Street Baby, DJ such and such, my A&Rs for sure. You know, this is my team, because, you know, we're a self-contained unit. And just shouts out to everybody that's been tapping in, everybody that's been supporting our movement and seeing our growth. And, you know, just stay tuned, because we're going to do some big things real soon. And I'm looking forward to working with anybody that wants to work. That's my thing. Like, I have an open door policy. If you want to work and you really serious about working and really want to get your music popping and really want to get your numbers up and do the, you know what I'm saying, move around, I'm the guy. We got a tour that starts in June, 30 cities. Come on tour. If not, we got the music summit. You want to perform for the label, come to that. You know what I mean? If you want some game, come book a meeting with me. Like we are really, you know, doing what we say we're gonna do. So tap in. I'm trying to work. Like my phone line stay going and we answer. Big facts.
That ugly money. There's life in a stress free. Drippin' drown on my jet ski. Get you pot like a Pepsi. Yeah, and the copper from catch me.